Can I take this up the mountain? This up the mountain? No? Do you also contact like in the put out like yeah? No, I haven't. Can you? You call it?
The wheelchair user. First, I want to talk about public transportation. The platforms.
皆さんごきげんよう。こちらヤタ放送局です。突然ですが、海外旅行は言葉も文化も違うだけに、誰でも少なからず不安を感じるものです。肝心な時に乗り物は見事に逆方向に乗るし、うまく説明できなくて、心の中だけ饒舌モードになった経験ありませんか？まして車椅子を利用していたり、体に不自由があったりする方にとっては、困った時に助けてもらえるのか、迷惑そうにされないだろうか、などと心配はさらに大きくなります。しかし、実際に日本を訪れた障害を持つ外国人からは、日本独特の設備や日本人の自然な対応に驚いたという声も多いようです。今回は訪日外国人が見た日本人の障害を持つ方への対応についてリアルな反応とともに見ていきましょう。
Hi, I'm Blind and I'm currently in Japan. I'm in Ginza in Tokyo. And something that I find really cool here is that this giant city street on the weekend gets fully shut. It's a shopping street with restaurants and stores, and it gets completely closed to traffic so everybody can walk on the sidewalks and the streets. And as a blind person, I kind of love this. It gives me the freedom to feel so safe, like that there's no traffic around. I can just walk right down the middle of the street. I wish more big cities did this.
I was born with blindness and I'm visiting Japan. Did you know Japan has many streets that are accessible for blind people? Something we've all seen or felt are these raised dots on the pavement to indicate a curb.
They're also inside the airport. These are all over Tokyo. There's cities in Japan, in fact.
These are actually started here in Japan back in 1965 with these tactile lines that help blind people find the path and often breaks out into important spots such as bus stops, select businesses, and important parts of Japan's train stations. I may not know the language, but luckily, tactile payments are a universal love language for blind travelers.
歩行者天国面白そう。俺は空を飛べるからいいけど、銀座はいつでも人間がうじゃうじゃいるもんな。そしてこの誘導ブロックは初めて知った。案外知らないことって多いもんだな。
The best things about traveling to Japan is the accessibility, especially the elevator. For those of you that don't know, there's two elevator buttons, handicap symbol on one and there's another one on top. If you have a disability and you need a wheelchair or you need more room in the elevator, if you press the handicap button, it'll make sure that the elevator is empty and that no one else is in it. So you have all the room that you could possibly need if you have a wheelchair, if you have a different mobility device. It has that option for you, which I think is so cool. We've seen this at different train stations, different hotels, and all throughout Tokyo.
As a wheelchair user. First, I want to talk about public transportation. The platforms had accessibility markings to show you which car has the wheelchair space. You can ask for ramps if the gap is too wide. There are also maps that tell you which cars have the wheelchair spaces and narrow gaps, so you can be sure the stop you get off at is acceptable. The bullet trains were also super easy to navigate and had so many wheelchair spots. You can pull your chair up next to your row and then transfer onto the seats if you want, so you can still experience views like this. I also got to experience an escalator that turned into a lift, which was scary but also the coolest thing ever. I didn't know this was an option. I had a super easy time navigating the elevators because in addition to the main buttons, there were also low buttons on the side of each elevator. I cannot tell you how many times I've been stuck on elevators. I'm not visually impaired, but I noticed tactile paths everywhere in Tokyo. They honestly made it easier for me to navigate because I could follow them to elevators and ramps. Exploring the city itself experience, and I have to be very helpful and kind. When my wheelchair got stuck a couple times, people would immediately flock to help me. Restaurants that I couldn't access, but it definitely wasn't worse than America. I did see lots of disabled people, which made me really happy.
誰も乗ってない状態で到着ってマジかと思って調べたら、日本の一部のエレベーターは障害者用のボタンを押すとマジで誰もいないエレベーターが来るらしい。逆に女の子が何度も閉じ込められたってヤバすぎないか。海外のエレベーターってそんなに不便な感じなの？
Mount Fuji, here we come! This way. This correct? That all? This go?
池袋から来ました。
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't speak English. Yeah, so you got a ramp? Yeah. Do you also contact like is in foot out close? Yeah. No, I haven't. Can you? You call them? Do you know where the seat is? Or transfer out. The trains are... I've arrived at Mount Fuji. Thank you. I definitely suggest that you should check out the high-speed rail.
How much? Map for Mount Fuji.
We have arrived at Mount Fuji, top of the mountain.
Hello, can I take my wheelchair?
Oh no! Oh. Can I take this up the mountain? This up the mountain? No? Okay. Okay. Arigato. Long legs. Yeah.
この人はトラブルメーカーで面白いな。俺もおっちょこちょいだからめちゃくちゃ気持ちわかる。ところでめちゃびっくりしたんだけど、富士山って馬で行けるのか？俺も今度羽休めがてら乗せてもらおうかな。
And I just want to share that me and my mom have been to Tokyo and Osaka. And for me, I feel like Osaka is more wheelchair friendly because the elevators are a bit near or has a lot of signages. Meanwhile, Tokyo has elevators as well for the wheelchairs, but it's really a long walk. I can try to share some of the places that we've been if it was spacious or really crowded. A sample of a place that's really crowded is Tsukiji Market. It's really known for their fresh street food, so you just need the patience to look for a good space.
What happens if there is no lift or it's not working in Japan? For wheelchair access, they will safely stop one side of the escalator. You notice a set of escalator stairs become a platform and it moves very slowly but safely for the person on wheelchair. After that, the officer will redirect the escalator and allow everyone to resume. Now I notice that there are different colored stairs.
築地ってうまそうなものたくさんあるから俺も行きたいな。すっごい酔っ払われるけど。そしてこの変形するエスカレーターめちゃくちゃすごいな。エスカレーターのステップの縁の色が違うってのも初めて知った。
Is there a way to let people know that you have a disability while you are a tourist in Japan? And there is actually. What I'm wearing on my bag is called a help mark. These are issued by the city of Tokyo, but they're widely recognized around the country. If you choose to wear one, you're basically letting the public know that you have a chronic condition. If you're just going to be a tourist in Japan, you don't necessarily have to go and
This is the Dawn Robot Cafe in Tokyo, and it's by far the coolest cafe I've ever visited. What's so unique about this cafe is that the robots are controlled by people with disabilities from their own houses. Many of the people are bedbound and cannot leave their house, but this cafe gives them an opportunity to work from home. A miniature robot can be found at each table, and it is controlled by a person with a disability. Ours was controlled by Misa. She was super sweet and told us all about her life. She lives in Belgium, but used to live in Japan. It was really fun to chat with her. But then a larger robot brings your drinks to your table. It's also controlled by a person with a disability. The food was really great. I had a shrimp and avocado sandwich, but they also have pizzas and other items. The Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe is absolutely amazing and should definitely be added to your Tokyo bucket list.
半端ないなこのカフェ。ガラスも高い IQ を生かしてここで雇ってくれないかな。あれ、この制服ってどっかで見たような。お礼のくだりなしで小走りたいさん。海外の方がこんな風に取り上げてくれるのは誇らしいな。さらに日本人の優しさあふれるケースは障害を持つ外国人さん以外からも報告があるみたいだぞ。
My Japanese neighbor saw that I was limping the other day and asked Ben what had happened, and he told her about how I'd scraped up my knee. And she goes, "Oh my gosh, please just wait a minute," and runs inside her house. And as a backstory, this neighbor is so sweet. Like, she doesn't know a lot of English, but what she does know is my name is Megan, and her only point of reference for that name is Princess Megan, so I am Princess Megan to her now. So anyway, she runs back outside her house, and she has these in her hands, and she's like, "I'm so sorry, there's only 3. There's only 3. You didn't have to give me these at all." But then she's trying to show Ben how to use it on my knee, and she's like, "You can stretch it like this," and she's really trying to go into it, but then she realizes that there's like, you know, pictures on the back that are probably more helpful. And I am forever converted into a walkable city person because the fact that my neighbors and like community, they see me and care about me and like notice changes, that's something I never experienced in America.
Being sick in Japan is actually another level. So I was sick in the last couple of days, so here's my silent review for all the products I used.
日本ってやっぱ手厚いな。いかがでしたか？今回紹介したように日本のバリアフリーは単なる設備の充実だけではなく、点字ブロックやスロープといった仕組みはもちろん、困っている人に自然と手を差し伸べる人の姿など、そうした積み重ねが今の日本の評価につながっているのかもしれませんね。そしてそれは特別なことではなく、日常の中に当たり前のように存在している。だからこそ海外から見るとより大きな驚きとして映るのでしょう。最後までご視聴ありがとうございました。面白いと思った方はぜひチャンネル登録、高評価で応援していただけると嬉しいです。気になったテーマや見てみたい海外の反応があればコメントで教えてください。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。